I'm not big for you. I'm big for me.
Wow, like, because I really thought I was on my way.
Only you can stop you. Go for it.
Hi, I'm Keri Murphy, and welcome back to another Inspired Living interview. Have you ever wanted something so bad and you knew that it was the thing you were meant to do, and because it meant that much to you, you did nothing? You were so paralyzed by those what ifs and what if it's not right that you end up putting it away for way too long? You're not alone, so that's the good thing. You are not alone, and my fabulous guest today, Kelly Fidel. Now, she is someone who has closed multi-million-dollar deals. She is known as the deal maker and the millionaire mama. And she has been sitting on an idea for way too long. But it's finally coming out.
It finally is here. 13 years.
13 years.
13 years. Actually, I've owned the name and the branding and the trademarking for 13 years. But really, it was 20 years ago. I had a dream and a passion of something that I wanted to do. And it was put on hold abruptly. Being working in corporate, my mom got really ill, and I wanted to launch this dream. And she had told me, I believe in you. I know you can do that. I'm sure some of you feel the same way. Someone has said, I know you can do it. I believe in you. And then something causes this hiccup, this pattern interrupt. And so it went on hold for about 20 years. And 13 years ago, I made the decision to kind of dip my toe in and pull it back out, but still did not launch it.
Well, and that hasn't stopped you from reaching great success. I mean, you've again worked with multi-million-dollar companies and have helped people literally make millions.
Right.
But it was, I think women really get this, like when you're not in complete alignment with that calling and that thing that you want to do, there's always a piece of you that no matter how successful you are, you still feel like you're not reaching the level of success or impact that you could.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, actually, I had climbed the corporate ladder. So I was really fortunate. I was able to sit at the seat in some of the most powerful boardrooms in the world. I did everything. I'm sure some of you experienced this, where you do everything but what you're really supposed to be doing.
You circle around it.
Circle around it. It's like it's like the horses and the cavalry and circling around. So I went out, and ran billion-dollar sales divisions and reported to presidents in Fortune 50s, built several businesses to seven-figure and sold them, and had all of these great accolades. And everything that I did, for most people, they would say, wow, you were successful. And I didn't feel successful. I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do.
And we're going to talk more about that, but one of the things, because you are known as this amazing sales expert, for a lot of women, Kelly, the thought of selling, right, draws up a whole lot of like scariness and yeah. So, but yet it's just kind of part of your makeup.
Yeah.
How? Like, can you give us a little insight into you of how you got to that place where you just have no problem serving it up?
Right. Yeah. I thrive on it. I love it, and some of it's a mindset, but I'll share with you kind of where that came from. So I was raised by a single mom. And, we were poor. Like, we were super duper poor. And I wanted a pair of tennis shoes. Girls got to have her shoes, right? So I wanted a pair of red bulkheads. And we couldn't get them. And my mom was brilliant. She always had solutions for everything. And she said, go to your aunt's, pick some avocados, stick them in your wagon, go door to door and sell them. And I was like, that is a brilliant idea.
I can sell avocados.
Boom, I'm going to get my shoes. So I did. I picked the avocados, I went door to door, sold them, and I really started to learn the power of benefit selling. Why not just buy from me now instead of taking the time to go to the store? But what really shifted for me is I discovered the power of leverage, finding your ideal clients that are sitting there waiting for you. So in my case, it was finding my ideal clients in a cul-de-sac, where I took all the avocados right into the cul-de-sac, sold them all, and I got my pair of shoes. And it was fun. It was like the Easter egg hunt. Really, that's what it was about. And so, I had a system.
That is genius. That is so great. And I love you. You didn't try to go to like one street and then another house on the street. You're just like, I'm bringing it to the cul-de-sac. And so you can all get them at one time.
Right. Well, I did go door to door, and everyone was saying yes and some no's, and I kept thinking, how can I accelerate the yeses? And had so much success, I thought, well, maybe I could get like 2 pairs of shoes if I could just get more people.
Right.
Where are they?
Yeah.
So I went where they were.
Oh, love it. And so that just is part of now, like your philosophy, is that benefit selling.
It is. Benefit selling, and also really it's about leveraging. So leveraging centers of influence, leveraging key decision makers, really being able to meet your client on where they are. So, I know we'll share some little tips, but I'll give you a quick tip.
Sure.
Right now, because of all the information that's out there, you all don't want more information. You can go to Google and get all the information that you want. You're up to here with it. And so what happens is our prospects become our own competition, because by the time you hit them, they're already at that 50 to 70% buying decision. So the selling process has changed. So it's really about coaching your client through a buying process, not trying to sell them.
Right.
It's fun.
That's good.
Good stuff. It's fun.
So glad we're friends. So glad. Okay, so I
Yeah.
want to make sure that if you're watching and you feel in your gut that there is something that you are meant to do and step into, and that fear has been keeping you in shackles and you're ready to let go and break that glass ceiling, Kelly, what are 3 things that people can do to break that?
To break through that barrier.
Yeah.
Well, I think the first one is that oftentimes what I see is that if you're sitting here going, wow, you know what, I really want to do something and I can't get it up over 20 miles an hour, get really clear on exactly what you want to do. It's the biggest thing that I see, where so many women especially just, they can't really quite get clear, or they don't want to step into what they really want to do because they're afraid. And there's no reason to be afraid. So, just really figure out and do exactly what you want to do, and then step onto it.
Okay, so get clear. What's the second thing they need to do?
I would definitely say understand the packaging and the pricing. So oftentimes people say, oh, I want to raise my prices, or I'm not sure what my package and pricing is. And it's not about any of that, actually.
And I have seen so many women and men, they are just terrified by raising their prices just a tiny little bit, and it blows me away.
Yeah, and that actually comes from a place of not feeling congruent inside, not feeling like, well, should I just raise my prices? Because where does it come from, right? And where that really comes from is a value piece. So if you're going to raise your price to X, can your clients get a 2 to 10X return? And if you can bring those results and you bring that value, then it's only fair. The law of the universe, currency is flow. You would just want to make sure that you honor that and you keep the door open to, giving that value so that people can pay you right back for it. Yeah.
Some good, juicy stuff here. And what's the third thing that they need to do to break through that fear?
Yeah, I believe that no glass ceilings are really created by having a sense of community. A lot of the success that I had, believe me, I didn't do it alone. I had, right? I had really great mentors that were in corporate. I've had great friends. And so having that sense of community, having friends that will be with you every step of the way, to push you when you don't want to go and you're afraid, to stick with you when you're thinking about ejecting and not letting you eject, and they never leave your side. So that sense of community is, I think, critically important.
Oh, Kelly, and I know you have an event that you are working on, and this is going to be something that you continue to put out there, but how do people find out more about you and what you do?
Great. So go ahead and just visit noglassceiling.com. Grab yourself a free membership. It will always be free. I'm there to provide you any tips, tools, and training. Remember, I am able to leverage huge corporations that will pay for anything so that you don't have to. And I'm really committed to making that happen. So grab the free membership, and then information on the event is there as well.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you.
Thank
Such
you,
good
thank you,
information.
thank you.
Thank you for watching this Inspired Living interview. Now, if you are in that place in your life where you are willing and ready to break through that glass ceiling, we want to hear from you. Post your comment below. What do you need? Do you need clarity? Do you need to understand your value? Or do you need community? And if so, that is what Inspired Living is all about. So please let us hear from you. Post your comments and let us know how we can support you so you can leave that glass on the
Shattered
ground.
all over the ground.
That's right, that's right. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.